Evening, everyone. I'm Chris Harmon, along with my best friend Kelly Joe, and this is going to be an amazing hour of psychic readings and helping people with healings and answering questions. And as you know, I'm Chris Harmon. I'm a psychic medium and a psychic remote viewer. I'm also a certified licensed hypnotherapist, as well as many other things. I could go on forever on my things I do, but I want to bring on my best friend Kelly Joe. She can tell you a little bit about herself. And hello, Kelly.
Hey, Chris, how you doing tonight?
Well, I'm doing fantastic, fine and dandy. Where's my candy?
Well, I'm a psychic medium. I can do pets. I can do medical intuitive, um, general readings. Um, love doing mediumship, giving closure to people. I just love helping people. And we're going to do tea leaves tonight. So everybody get your tea cups ready and drink your tea, and I'll read your tea leaves.
All right. And tea leaves sound fantastic. I've always been curious on all that, and I love it. And we're also here tonight with another great friend. Mary is also here tonight. Hello, Mary.
Hi, Mary.
She is the wife of Grizzly Chris.
We can't hear you.
Sorry, I was muted. Hi, everybody. Glad to see you.
Good to see you.
So, how was your guys' day today before we get started?
I had a good day. How about you, Chris?
Good.
Well, I had a fantastic day. I was actually at a conference all day or a meeting all day, but it was fantastic.
Oh, wow. Sounds like fun.
Yeah, the
You
meeting
guys
was talking about the 1996 UFO school incident. For those who remember that.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. And if you guys didn't get to hear or see Chris or Dr. Fright here, I call him Chris, his podcast last night, he had an excellent podcast last night where he interviewed Sean Bond. He talked about a bunch of ancient artifacts and aliens and stuff like that, and these mystical skulls. Really, really awesome podcast. So I highly encourage anybody, if you're into that stuff, check it out from last night. It was really, really awesome.
That was fantastic, and all he did was basically just scratch the scratch of the scratch of the scratch of the surface of everything he has and knows. He's definitely coming back on for a future episode. So that's
Yes,
for sure.
we would love to have him. That was very, very interesting. All right. So, guys, when we start tonight, I'm getting ready to start popping up comments. So if you would like a reading, please go ahead and put me something so I can get you marked. And we're going to start having everybody start doing the readings. I hope everybody's good in the audience.
Hello, everybody in the chat room. Hello, Joy. Hello, gamers, and hello, Little Bear, and everybody. We love you.
All right, Little Bear asked, what is this? Chris and Kelly are psychic mediums, and they do readings. And with the tea leaves, Kelly does really well. She can see into the spiritual realm and tell just from the shapes of how the tea leaves end in the cup. If you want to explain that, Kelly, maybe that'll help people understand what exactly it does.
Yeah, what happens is you drink the tea, and you need to drink all the tea, otherwise you have tears. And what happens, it makes shapes in the cup. And you read the shapes from the top down. And it's for like a whole year. And it can tell a lot of future stuff. And it's fun and light and a happy thing to do.
All righty. Okay. Joey says, let's do it. I haven't had a reading in a while. So let's start with Joey.
All right. Who wants to start first?
Go ahead, Kelly.
All right. There's movement forward. You're ending an old chapter and going into a 7-year cycle. And there is a new work opportunity for you, a side gig. And there's also a trip. There's like a family trip for you, some kind of a family gathering. So that's what I'm getting. Go ahead, guys.
Yes, what I see is I definitely see a family trip. I feel like it's going to be an outdoors type thing, maybe, and requires some traveling. At least 5 or 6 hours road trip. I see a lot of fun and energy from this. I feel like it's like a long-awaited trip. Like it's something that's needed to let out all the air and kind of get things back on steady pace.
Do you have any more, Chris, that you got?
Um, that's it for right now.
Okay, Joey, your health cards. What fell? All right. Now, some of these blockages that come through or could be preventing any of this stuff happening in the future. We have in the throat chakra, which is your communication and your authenticity to yourself, landed on top of that with mental clarity. So, what I'm getting from that is you need to speak your truth, and you have a hard time with speaking your own truth, speaking up for yourself. Um, I keep getting walking, like you let people walk all over you. So you need to start setting stronger boundaries. The other ones that fell was on the crown chakra, and it came with a hematology line. And so when I see something like this, the hematology goes into the bloodline. It can go from past generations. So I would take that with the mental clarity and the walking over. Some of the things would have been passed down from the family line where it's affected the mind, mental clarity, and being able to speak up. And it's something that runs in your family where you guys are more like introverts and don't speak up. And so that has come from generation to generation. And so when one of you prays to start breaking these, you'll start being able, and it will actually spread from the to the rest of your family members once you start breaking those chains. All right, let's see. Saying hi. Okay, Alicia. So we'll go ahead and pop her up. She wants a reading
Okay.
from Kelly Joe. All right, Kelly.
Finally, you're going to start moving forward. Um, you are going to meet someone in real life, and it'll be right around the corner. And it looks like April. April's your time to meet someone that's of relevance for you.
She's also stating, what does he think or feel for me, and suddenly feeling an attraction to him.
It feels more on your part than his. That's what I'm getting on that. What do you guys get?
Yeah, I feel like I agree with you. It feels more like it's on hit. Is not so much. It's not like a mixed bag almost. I feel kind of like a two-way street, if you know what that means. Um, I feel like it's going to get better in time. Everything's going to work itself out. Things are excuse me, still got a cough. Things are getting better in time. And why do I keep hearing the month of May? Like something in May is going to make sense coming in May. I don't know if that's a family gathering or but there's something about May where everything's going to come ahead in May and things are going to make more sense and be more smoothed out then. What do you think, get Mary?
Hang on, I'm pulling.
I'm hearing May and the word peace following May and peace.
Let me see. I am seeing a resistance. Okay, resistance, that's the allergy card. And so when you have a resistance on the allergy card, I keep seeing everything on the female side. So there is some great resistance from her that's holding herself back.
His heart is always kind of around this need of destruction. So if you look around the work of these are
right. Does anybody else have anything? We have sprinkle. Let's see, right here. So it's sprinkle 777. Would like a reading.
There's like a stop, go, stop, go, stop, go.
I was trying to read it. It's so tiny I can't hardly see.
She will make the right decision. And there's travel for her. Like in 4 months, it feels like summer travel. And there's nothing bad's going to happen to her car, but there's a chance to change cars out. So that's what I'm getting on her. Go ahead, guys.
Aisha said, you guys are so amazing and so quick. She wanted to thank you guys.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. The travel is going to be a fantastic trip. It's something that's really going to excite her. She's really going to be enthusiastic and really having a great time. I don't see anything as far as bad decisions or anything. I think she's going to make the right decisions. I think she may be over worrying, maybe more than she should. Just relax because it's all going to work out and everything's going to be okay. I feel like worrying, she's worrying and it makes things worse. The more she worries, the more it piles up. I feel like just relax and kind of go with the flow because everything from this point forward, to me, it seems like it's going to be fine, going to be great. I don't see any obstacle courses at all.
Now, the cards that fell on her, it's the crown chakra, which is your mental plane and your connection. And then the next card that fell was your faith card and intimate relationships. So what I'm being told right now is that your faith is not where it should be right now in your connection to spirit. And so you need to, and it's blocking your intimate relationships and your intimate relationships with our maker. And so if that's something that you are wanting to progress on, that's the areas in the prayer that you need to work on. All right, let's see. Okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull up a comment from Dow, and I can help answer this, and I'd love for Kelly and Chris to also answer this. But in my experience, what Dow is saying, can any one of you tell me why my forehead tingles as soon as I lay down to sleep at night? This has been going on for a couple weeks now. In my experience, when I'm having a huge influx of energy releases, what they call downloads, if there's like in the close to a full moon or something like that, there's spiritual energy, the spiritual realm. This is trying to open up and it's receiving information. So when you feel that tingling, that's getting information or thoughts that's trying to open up to get you to be able to see clearly. Kelly, what do you think?
I totally agree. And it's her third eye's opening up.
Yep.
And she's medium and she don't know it. So she has people visit her at nighttime and she's
getting
going to learn how to be able to have sight.
Yep. See, when mine opened, it started with tingling. And now after it starts opening, it almost bypasses the tingling and almost feels like I'm getting like flipped in the head with a pebble. Boom. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It feels like that in the forehead. And I know that I'm getting a message instantly. So it started out very light tingling. Now it's literally like, boom, someone flips me in the forehead. And I'm like, whoo, okay.
She's going to school at night. She doesn't know, but she's going to school. She's becoming more awakened and more aware. It's a learning experience. So my suggestion to her would be to listen and accept. Listen and accept, and you're going to hear a lot, and you're going to learn a lot.
Okay, awesome. Sprinkle said, yes, thank you so much for the reminder. And intimate relationships is struggling deeply. The other thing I got from that, which I'm getting right now, and I literally have goosebumps, when you start that connection with the Lord and trying to connect with Source, your intimate relationships will be much easier and you're going to attract the kind of love that you deserve. And you will have more people that are like minded and big hearted like you. Well, right now, you're not around your right tribe and you're not around the right people. So, in order to get that and get those intimate relationships where people are more understanding to you, you will need to work on those. Okay. Next one. Wanted a reading. This is from Kelly Druce.
You're really, really evolving with your spirituality. So keep a tablet by your bed because they're going to give you information through your dreams because you're quiet then. And don't second guess when you're getting stuff in the day because you're very psychic. So learn how to trust it. Also, there's like some kind of, they're saying evolve. So you're evolving. Um, and there's something about painting of a house. I don't know if it's your house or not, but, and also you'll be gifted with a piece of property from like a relative. So there's property involved, a gift of property. So that's what I'm getting on you. Go ahead.
Yeah, the property is going to be nice. I don't know if it's pretty good size from what I'm picking up on. I feel like he's going to. I'm hearing the word storage, like it's going to be used for storage as well as possibly even living quarters, but not so much for him. I feel like maybe it'll be other family members that are going to be living there. Um, there again, I feel like it'll be nice. I don't know. I think it's going to be like an unexpected surprise with the property. I don't know if you're feeling that or not.
Oh, I'm sorry. Pardon me, Chris.
I feel like the property that he's getting is going to be like a surprise to him. Like he's not expecting it, but it's going to be like, wow,
Right.
you. And that's what I'm getting.
Okay. Kelly, when I pulled your health cards, and so for any of you that are new and do not know what the health cards are, I'm a shaman, energy healer, a spiritual warrior of God, prayer warrior. These cards have chakras, they align, and it helps pull any emotions that are trapped in your body. It can be from the past, present, it can also be physical manifestations. So I like to explain that to people so you understand. Now, sometimes when you're getting a reading from one of these people like Kelly or Chris, it could have trouble manifesting because this stuff is blocking you emotionally. So this is why we do this and we give this so you guys know what to work on so you can get those blessings. Okay. So to go over this one, Kelly, I'm kind of concerned about you on what had fallen. You had a wild card, which means this is extremely pertinent and very, very important. And so when that fell off to the side with an abandonment card. Also, right across from it, you have some severe insecurities that is holding on to you a lot. It plays off in your mental plane. Your heart chakra, also a bunch of cards fell on that. So what I'm getting from this is there's some very severe heartbreak from the past. And I'm not getting it necessarily from a man. I think this is more from your family is what I'm getting. But the heart chakra, it put on the next card was your brain, which means this has affected your thinking. And the next card that fell on that was your intimate relationship. So all of these problems that have been coming through have stemmed from this one abandonment wound that has caused you all of these problems and insecurities. The next card that fell on top of that was your faith. You are lacking much faith in yourself and in your ability to connect with others or with source. The next area that has been physically affected is your muscular system. So I keep getting very, very tense muscles. You have a lot of body pains. The next one that popped out with the emotions that are trapped in your muscular system. So these are what you would want to work on if you're doing any energy work or prayer. There's a lot of resentment toward those family members, or the man could be an intimate relationship like that, but I keep getting more. It comes from the family resentment, and there's an extreme amount of panic that is throughout your entire body that you hold on to, and your nervous system is in constant overdrive. So if you can work on those and pray on those, even if you need to use crystal healings, any type of energy work, those are the emotions and the thoughts and the areas that you would want to work on, your heart chakra and any of the wild cards and all that. Once you get those stuff released, you're going to see some major, major changes in how you feel and your thinking. All right. Sprinkle said, thank you. And she even said it was just hard to wake up every day, harder to stay hopeful for anything different. I keep trying, though, and I love God more than anything, and He's the only reason that I choose to stay. I know it is very hard with your walk with the Lord and connecting with God and Source, especially when you are a believer, Sprinkle. It breaks your heart as a Christian or a believer or Source, or, however you pray. We don't fit in this world, and it makes it very lonely. But that is true. She said that He believes in me, and I know that He loves me unconditionally, and that is very true. Don't ever forget that. He loves you more than you can ever imagine. Dal says, makes sense. The tingling now actually happening more frequently. That's the vibration raising. That's opening up that. Joey says, maybe Angela's painting of that house she did the other day. That was a cool painting, Joey. Okay. Seashells. We got another one. Let me pop up Kelly's comment because we just did hers. And she says, been through that. Thank you. It happened in the past. Painting, etc. Was hoping you got that information about my health. All right. And then she also stated she needs an operation. Kelly, if you ever need more, I'll pop up our email address on here if you ever need further, or we can contact Kelly, but I am an energy healer if you ever need that. All right, Seashells. Let's do a reading for Seashells. She says, may I ask about the place I passed today? It was a school for disabled adults. Is it my path moving toward there?
Yes, absolutely. And she asked about her move. When she moves, it looks like fall time of this year, like October, that you'll move into a home.
I get a very strong resounding that, yes, that is your service to the Lord type of work. And yes, that is exactly what you should be focusing on.
Follow your heart, and it's going to lead you in the right place. And you didn't pass this by coincidentally. It's meant for you.
All right. Amy says, howdy, everybody. Hi, Amy.
Hi, Amy.
And she said, what a trio this evening. Yep, we're here, and very happy to see everybody. Okay, and then Seashell said, also, when you said I would be moving into a house this year, do you know around when? I think you said that.
I just said that, October this year.
All right, Chris is saying hello.
Hi, Chris.
And Joey is saying, just found out my sister is traveling to Vegas for her work this Thursday. Oh, well, awesome. I'm happy for her. Tell her to travel safe and let us know how it went.
Yes.
Okay, Kelly is saying, Kelly Drews, pardon me if I have to do this. I'm so sorry. This writing is so hard to read. She said, yes, family, but can't do anything about this as it's their freelongs and thoughts, and I don't take it on because I can't control that. You can control how much of the energy that is being put at you in a negative manner. You can actually block that so it doesn't affect you. Just keep that in mind. You do have the ability for that. And then Kelly also said, always alone, or always never alone, Sprinkle, and that is true. He's always with us. All right, Chris. Chris would love a reading, and whatever spirit wants me to know tonight, please and thank you.
I'll let you guys do it because I read him last time, and I'll tell him the same thing. So you guys go ahead.
I'll let Mary go first this time since
Hey,
she's
Ken.
new with us.
Again, because you're messing up real bad.
I said I'll let you go first since you're new here for us.
Go ahead, Mary.
She froze up. Her screen
Uh-oh.
froze.
Well, you go ahead, Chris, until she comes back.
Right. So Chris put in the chat, he says, yes, I would love a reading, whatever spirit wants me to know tonight, please. And thank you. Go ahead, Mary. You're back.
Something's going on. Can you guys hear me? Because
Yeah.
you guys
I can
sound
hear
like
you.
robots. Can someone confirm? Can you guys hear us?
Yes.
We can hear you, but you're froze. Mary, you're froze up.
You may have to go out and come back in or something.
Yeah.
But I'll go ahead and keep things going here. So, Chris, I feel like
Okay.
yeah, she is frozen. Okay, Chris, you may be going through some tough times now, but I feel like it's not going to be permanent. Don't ever think it's going to be permanent. I see things looking up for you this summer. I keep seeing something to do with July, heading into August. Things are going to even really look better for you, even more so. And I feel like maybe you're a little bit afraid to let your heart out and give out love. But I definitely see things looking up for you. Something around July and October. I don't know if it's a relationship. I feel like maybe something to do with a relationship and something to do with family. What do you get, Mary?
Well, I was pulling and only one card fell. I keep getting there is a tremendous amount of generalized pain that is causing this person a lot of issues. If you give me another second, I can pull some more cards. I was trying to get this. Kelly and Chris, you guys were freezing, and I don't know how much they could hear of you. It was like coming in and out really bad. So you might want to repeat what you were telling her.
Yeah, I'll start off.
I was
So
going to
Chris,
say I restarted.
yeah. So Chris, what I was getting for you is, I know you're going through a lot right now. It seems like I feel like things are going to look up for you in July or August. I feel like it's going to be like a breakthrough those 2 months. Things are going to definitely look up. I feel like you may be doubting love right now, but I feel like everything is going to get better in the coming months. You need to connect with. I feel like you need to connect with family more and open up to them. I feel like everything's going to be okay. I keep seeing July and August. That may be when all the issues start to improve. And what do you get, Mary or Kelly?
Okay. So I was able to pull more. Where this is resonating in her, this is in your third eye chakra. And so there is much insecurity from these past that has caused this issue. And so with the third eye having that blockage of insecurity, that is actually what is causing your generalized body pain, and it's going all throughout your body. So what I'm getting told is that you need to really, really work on clearing that chakra blockage, because it's pretty bad. It's affected you physically in this manner. And if you can get that, and I keep getting told you need to get a Herkimer diamond. So that's a type of crystal, and that's one that you want to place right there, and that'll help pull that out.
Kelly?
And I see movement forward. You know, you're gonna get all unstuckified, so you won't be stuck no more.
Okay. Amy said Sprinkles is a nickname for her beloved niece. She loved sprinkles on her ice cream. She's in her 30s now. Oh, that was nice. Okay.
Oh,
And then Kelly said, that would be great. Thank you all so much. You're very welcome. Let's see.
Seashells was asking if they'll hire her in the adult center. Yeah, if she put an application, they'd hire her on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
it's time for a change.
That's right. All right. Next one is Deke. He would like a reading.
Right here. Ta-da! In other words, you're going to have like a really, really good surprise, and you're going to amaze yourself. You're going to do something so good, you're going to amaze yourself. You didn't even know that you could do it. So you're going to be presented with a unique opportunity. So say yes more. And in saying yes more, you're going to expand your horizons. So that's what I'm getting about that. Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. It just popped up.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be an amazing year for you. You're going to really it's like hidden talents that are going to come out to your fruition or whatever that word is. They're going to come out to play, and you're going to be so amazed at how well you do. And when that happens, take that that excitement and run with it, and really improve yourself more and more. Don't ever doubt yourself. I feel like this is going to be one of the most amazing years you've had. I feel like this is going to be like the year for you.
And I feel happy. I feel all happy and I'm giggling and I feel thrilled. So it's like living your best life. That's what I'm getting.
Right.
Go
Exactly.
ahead, Mary.
Okay. All right. So, Deke, some of the stuff that you're repressing and being held back. So, this has all been affected in your crown chakra. Again, that's your highest plane and, part of your thinking and mental thinking. The card that fell on top of that, there is an addiction card. So there is an addiction, and any time that you see addiction, that means you have a chain that you need to break. Addiction doesn't always have to be alcohol, drugs, anything like that. It can be watching too much TV. It can be you're indulging in something too much to the point where it takes over. Okay. It could be obsessed with money, stuff like that. There's lots of different types of addictions. Now, this addiction that you have, on the next set of cards that fell, that again, this one was the hematology line, which that means your bloodline. So this means this is carried over. This is like what they would consider like a generational curse. Okay. So this is passed through the bloodline. It has caused tremendous amount of anxiety from judgment from others. And that underlying fear is there. And it's been passed down the family line. It has also caused a tremendous amount of grief, and that is being trapped in that area. From that, because of that has caused massive amounts of insecurity and victimization, and it has manifested physically in the blood circulation and your muscular system. And when I see muscular, that means it's like all over. So when you're working on that and when you're praying or doing energy work, you really, 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 truly want to work on your crown chakra up here. And then you need to be pushing energy throughout the whole body because this is everywhere. All right. Let's go to the next one, guys. All right. So that was Deke. All right. Kelly had mentioned, she said, I do block it. That's why it does not concern me, because unless I take it on and agree to it would affect me, like I said, but I don't take on negative thoughts from others as theirs a problem, not mine. Their thought and feelings, not mine. You can't change negative people. Just don't allow it to affect you. That is very true. And Amy says, keep hearing about solar flares in YouTube. Well, when you have these solar flares and these energetic from the downloads, I guess is what people call them and stuff. Highly sensitive people, empaths, psychic mediums, they experience that to an extreme to where it can be very uncomfortable. Do you know what I'm talking about, Kelly and Chris?
Oh yeah.
Those energetic shifts, it can cause you to feel very, very uncomfortable when that's happening in the solar flares, any type. Even full moons can drive psychic people half nuts at times, just because of all of the energy that comes through. It's I don't know about you, but when it gets to the full moon, I'm probably awake for 3 days straight. Every time.
I know, boundy, boundy, boundy.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. People don't understand it unless they start experiencing it. It's crazy. All right,
Bouncing off the walls.
that's right, exactly. Seashells says, I'm asking because I already work with disabled children. This is for adults, and I passed it, and it's been in my heart to go back. Do you see that they would love me and hire me?
Yes, absolutely.
Kelly says, I thank you all for your information.
You're welcome.
Joey says he's got some tooth pain and it's not fun. I'm sorry, Joey. I'll pray for you.
And I'd suggest he go to a dentist and get looked at, and he might need a bite guard. But he feels like he clenches his teeth with his sheet.
Well, remember, he had that throat chakra, and that's all part of it.
Yeah.
That's the tension that's in that area. Trust me, when you have a
Yeah, but he's making my teeth hurt. Oh,
it does. Anything in that throat chakra will affect anything in this area. I'm telling you, when I see people with a lot of repressed emotions in their throat chakra, a lot of them have like TMJ. They'll have thyroid problems. They'll have ear, nose, and throat. They'll get teeth problems. They'll have real clenched jaws and it hurts all the time, stuff like that. That's what needs to be prayed on to get released, Joey, and that can help with some of that. And she's getting the gritting with the bite guard. That's that repressed emotion where you're literally playing that out at night in your sleep where it's gritting bad. Okay, let's see. Amy says, I cannot do readings, but boy, I know about insecurity. Well, doing readings, you would just have to practice with it. And if you ever are wanting to learn that, not only myself and Grez, Kelly, Chris, Dr. Fright here, we all can help people with stuff like that. And you can always contact them. They do classes on the side, all kinds of stuff, guys. So you can always call them and they can help guide you. And sometimes doing readings helps just being in private with one or two people until you get comfortable, because a lot of those insecurities will come through and play in your mind, and you'll think that a lot of people want to ignore that gut intuition. And so when they ignore that and they don't realize that's spirit, and they'll blow it off and say, I was just, nah. We do that a lot. Okay. Amy says, enjoy listening to you all. And Amy also says it's very difficult work, Seashells. That is true. It can be, but it's very worthwhile when you work with disabled people.
Right.
It's very, very fulfilling in the heart. Chris says, okay, we'll do. Thank you all. And Seashell says, awesome. I will go back more confidently.
Yay.
Be very good at that. Chris says, also, can't wait to see what this summer will bring then. All right. And there's Miss Maria. Hi, Maria. Glad you could join us.
Hi, Maria.
Amy saying
hello.
Okay. Maria is asking, I'm wondering if I will find a new man in 2026, or will me and Philippe reconcile? When do you feel me meeting a new man, Mary? Okay. So what I can do for you, Maria, and I'll back off here for a minute. I'll let them do readings on somebody else. I know that you've been having this issue. The best thing for me to pull is what emotions are causing you to hold on to all this that's blocking you from finding that love. Would you like me to do that for you? I'll be happy to. Just go ahead and pop it in the comment and I'll pull that up. So I'll do a little bit more intricate, but I'm going to have to step off because she may have more stuff. I'm getting quite a bit.
Okay.
And I'll pull that. And then Amy says, I saw Joey saying hello and streaming. Deke says, thank you guys. Very deep. You're very welcome, Deep.
Welcome.
Amy says, portrait view versus regular. Yeah, It's the new YouTube thing. So it ends up streaming twice. You get a vertical and then you get the landscape. So if you're ever looking at the titles, guys, out on the thing, if you see the little phone, that's always the vertical one.
Yep.
All right. And let's see. Seashell says, may I ask about Laura? She is going to move forward with her divorce and I'm here for her. Now I see she was manipulated and chose wrong against me. Can you pull that real quick for her, Kelly?
She has to step back and step out of it and let her do her choice. It's her choice. She can't help her, you know?
That's exactly what I'm getting. Thank you, Kelly. Sprinkle said, yes, very true. Joey says, I get it, Mary. You know I'm going to get on you, Joey. I want to take care of you. We love you. Okay. Maria says, Mary, I'm wondering also how many kids you feel me having in my life. I'm 33 years old and no kids. I keep getting the number 3. That's what I keep getting. That's what's popping up. I will get the cards here in just a second. Let me get through these comments and I'll start pulling them for you, Maria. Okay. Joey says, that's what I was thinking about too, the chakra. People don't realize when you have these emotional or anything blocked, how much it affects you physically. It's scary.
It manifests physically. If you don't pay attention to stuff, it manifests physically.
Joey says he's been living on extra strength Tylenol. Oh, that's
and the teeth are the worst.
They are. Ugh.
It's worse than having a baby, I think teeth are.
Amy said, I mean, I cannot ask for readings. It's part of my faith. We understand that, Amy. We you know, if you can't ask for them.
We totally understand and we totally, you know, accept you for you.
Yep. We're glad you're here. She also says, just love y'all and hanging out with buddies. Well, we're so glad that you're here. Absolutely. All right. Mystical says, can I get a message from the angels? So while you do that, I'm going to pop over here and get that for you. Okay.
Well, she's in the best, Mystical is in the best place she's ever been. She has many guides and guardian angels around her, and she is being directed on the right path. You aren't on the left, you aren't to the right. You're exactly where you need to be. And they say your timing is impeccable. So what do you get, Chris?
Yeah, the timing is like you said, impeccable. I also feel like there's going to be new blessings coming in her life soon. New doors, new opportunities opening up. I feel like for everybody, I feel like this is going to be a year of change, a year where things blossom and things really come out more. It's going to be a good year for everybody. There's going to be some moments where people are going to be struggling, but I feel like for Mystical, I feel like it's going to be a doors opening up, new opportunities, new pathways, and new hope, and a lot more love.
And then Chris in the chat says, any updates on the timeline for our future residential move? I feel like things will also change naturally when that finally happens. Well, it feels like fall, you know, like October. October is big time. Falling leaves. What do you get, Chris?
Yeah, I did some remote viewing just now in my head for that to kind of pinpoint the month, and I'm seeing between around August, maybe closer to September 1st or the first few weeks of September. So definitely fall weather. It's going to be a beautiful move. It's going to be an excellent move. And the weather won't be too hot either, so you won't have to worry about the summer heat and all that. It'll be kind of more cooler around then. So definitely look forward to that as well.
Good. Right. Hi, Mary.
Hi, I'm back. Okay, Maria. The way that your cards fell. Okay, so your crown chakra, again, your mental, your top plane where you connect, okay? The crown chakra had an addiction card fall right next to it. This addiction card also that fell right next to it is your hematology again. This is the family and the bloodline. So this has been carried over, okay? There's an addiction, and then stemming from that, there is much grief and insecurity. And so a lot of times when I see stuff like this, there's actually a mental addiction to being unhappy and like chaotic situations. And so this is where you're going to have to pray to break that mental that has been coming through. So you have a tendency to pick and be around people that aren't the best to you and don't treat you the way that you deserve. And you're not realizing that mental addiction has been carried on in your family line. So you guys have a tendency to pick people that are not the right people, that don't care about you. And so what this has done for you, and on the physical manifestation, it also brought out the muscular card. So this is going all through your body. And so I get a lot of really tight muscles and stuff. And so when you have that, it's literally making your nervous system, again, when I see stuff like this is the hyperdrive and your nervous system, where you're like almost always in a flight or fight mode. And so you rather shut down or you argue instead of being like in the middle where you can sit and not get too upset. And so I get a lot of fluctuation with your moods. And so this is what has been carried on. So those are the prayers and the emotions and stuff that you want to break on that energy healing. And so once you start addressing these issues, you're going to find yourself much happier and have much better relationships. All right, let's see. Dow, she says, the three of you working together is very intimate and personal. The information is very useful. Thank you for what you do. You're very welcome.
Yes,
very welcome.
very much so.
Maria says, I love Mary's readings. And she also said, I had one abortion. So sometimes when people or women have that, there's no judgment from us in any way. But sometimes you can carry and hold on to all of that with that, that could be what's underlying on some of the grief that's being held mentally. Some people and some women will beat themselves up and don't forgive themselves. And so if this is the case, that's something that you'll want to pray on and to let it go and just try, because that can be hard mentally on anybody.
Very much so. Absolutely. Be gentle with yourself.
That's
yes.
Right. And she also said, I need to remove a cyst inside my mouth. It's my upper gums, and it's going to be removed in March. Any type of mouth, when you have something like that, that's like the physical way that has manifested on you holding back. So like, again, like I kept seeing very much on extremes with emotions when you're in a relationship. So you're not in that happy medium. I see drop down. Like you're not as balanced where you need to be. And then you get mad, then you take it out on yourself. And so some of that stuff, and when it's in your mouth and stuff like that, that's almost like a form of self-punishment, and stuff can manifest. Just so you know, this is the stuff that you'll want to work on, Maria, and I hope that helps you. She said she's afraid of that operation. I understand. Anything mouth is not fun.
And there's one more. We already did Chris.
Okay, thank you.
One more from Seashells.
Okay.
See, I can't read it real good. I can't see it real good.
Okay. Hang on just a second. Maria said, everybody, very right, very correct. And she said she has panic attacks. Yeah, that's what's been going on. So any type of generational thing that keeps getting passed on until one of you steps up to start breaking that, which could be your role. You know, I'm not going to tell you yes or no. Some people don't choose that. But if it is, you're going to need to break a lot of that stuff. Chris said, oh, thank you. Can't wait. Am looking forward to that time. Seashells said, may I ask about the neighbor with the dog? I noticed she's always staring down the road, and it's weird that, or if I'm arriving home, she'll pass my door and linger around the hallway. What is her issue?
She's nosy and sort of stalking you and seeing what you're doing. She's like a Mrs. Kravitz.
Yep.
What do you get?
I just kept getting nibby.
Yeah.
So she's bored and don't like herself. That's what I get. So she's got to stick her nose in everybody else's business.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, looking for something to say something about, more or less.
She can put purple light on her and transmute it. It won't hurt nothing. It'll transmit it, and God will put it where it needs to go.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, guys, I'm going to reiterate what she's saying about the visualizations. And when she says use it or utilize it, some people imagine or visualize. So just make those the same words. But purple light is so powerful in healing. If you start sending purple light her way, you might see her put up a for sale sign. Some people can't handle it. I'm telling you, it's that strong on when it clears stuff out.
Absolutely.
I have helped do house clearings with people with purple energy light, and they end up wanting to move.
Absolutely.
Stuff like that. It no longer fits them. So,
yep.
I would utilize that, and you might find you don't have any problems from your neighbor.
There you go. I'm going to thank everybody for joining us tonight. And we look forward to seeing you again next week. And Mary, it's been a joy with you tonight. And Chris, with you also.
We love you all. Thank you.
I want to give a big thanks to everybody in the chat room. You guys were fantastic. I want to say a big thanks to Mary, and of course the always lovely Kelly here. Thank you to both of you.
All right, guys. Have a good one.
Stay happy.
I'm getting ready to put up the outro, guys. Hang on just a second. All right, there it is.
Channel near you.
It's good.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary.
Hey, did it end?
Yep.
Yeah.
Why is my button still showing that it didn't end? That's why it's weird. I don't know why it's looking like that. No, it says we're still live. That's why. Why is it not doing it?